Okay.
Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to our team Zoom on Monday night. It's 9 p.m. on Eastern Time. So my name is Harlequin Murray. I am your co-host this evening. For those of you who are new and are joining us for the first time, welcome. We appreciate you being here, and we're excited to have you join us. This Zoom is primarily for Ellen Winn's team and other people who have been invited. But anyways, for those of you who are new tonight, let me kind of give you a little bit of Ellen's background. She is our speaker this evening. She grew up in the Atlanta, Georgia area on a farm outside of Atlanta in a town called Dallas, Georgia. And she lives there now on a house that she built on the property. So she's excited about that. But she started out her career in the restaurant industry when she got out of school and worked in several different restaurants and ended up working for Domino's Pizza as a regional training manager and regional manager for them, and helped train a lot of different people on how to sell Domino's pizza. But she got tired of doing that for somebody else and decided to break out on her own and start her own pizza restaurant. And she actually had 2 different locations that she built up. So she has been a business owner. So she knows where our business owners are coming from whenever they say that money is tight. But anyways, after that, she was introduced to network marketing and has been in that industry for many years as well. And whenever I initially met her, she was working in the field, but she was also the national training director for a network marketing company and was helping to run a training center in the Atlanta area. So that's how I first met Miss Ellen, and it's been a pleasure and an absolute ride ever since. But she has been with DAC for 5 years now and is an area director in our comp plan. She's the first agent out in the field to reach that level. So we're super excited and proud of her for that accomplishment. But without further ado, Miss Ellen, can you take this over?
I can. Can you hear me okay, Harlequin?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for that introduction. I appreciate you, and the best part of us meeting and being a part of network marketing together is being able to build a friendship that we've had now for almost 20 years. Man, how time flies, right? Yeah. So I'm glad you're here, guys. If this is the first time that you've joined us, we do this every Monday. We used to do it at 8 p.m. We moved it to 9 p.m. and I really like this new time slot. So we're going to keep it here unless it conflicts with something else along the way. But we're glad that you're here, whether you're brand new or whether you've been here a while and you're just revisiting. I've got some great information we're going to cover tonight. We're going to go through some team recognition, and then we're going to talk about how to qualify in the compensation plan using or promoting our healthcare and our DAC Protect program or consumer services. So you can move through the compensation plan in many ways without having to market funding. A couple of weeks ago, I covered the Relevate compensation and gave you examples of how that worked. I'm going to do something similar tonight with healthcare, but we're going to talk about those products as well. So grab a pen and paper and get ready to take some notes, but let me go ahead and get us into screen share mode and pull up my slides. We'll get rolling. Let me get the right one showing.
That's okay. We're getting to see Miss Lucy walking around behind you.
Sure you are. Let's see. This should be it. All right. You should see the We Fuel the American Dream.
Yes, we do.
All right. Let's do it. That is the correct one. Lucy's a hot mess. Look, Lucy is my Yorkshire Terrier, and she loves hanging out at the foot of my desk when I'm working. So she also gets antsy when I'm talking to somebody besides her. So you all are getting my attention tonight, and she gets antsy and will walk around and go, huh, I'm not very important. Let me find something else to do. So you may see more of her along the way. Starting out with our slide here, I like to remind everyone that we do fuel the American dream, and that's whether you are looking at our services that we help the American business owner getting the capital that they need or helping them save capital, but also for you as an entrepreneur, helping you start a business where you can start part-time and turn it into a full-time income, offering business and consumer services where we're going to provide you with training, the system provided, with no investment required. So that's the best part of what we do. Now, you can get started working on your own as a solopreneur, getting personal clients, earning on personal bonuses and personal residuals, or if you choose, like I have, you can build a team and earn a significant income by referring other agency owners to the DAC model. The DAC expansion philosophy is to create a world-class opportunity with performance-based compensation and then provide you an incentive to attract other agency entrepreneurs. And again, get paid significantly when you do that and they become successful. Okay. So 3 of the main bonuses that I want to touch on, then we'll go into the team recognition on recruiting first. And I'll talk about this because it leads in to the recruiting and why you want to build an agency, right? We've got our enroller bonuses where when you personally enroll and introduce someone to the DAC opportunity, that's someone that's on your level 1, you're personally enrolled, you can earn up to 50% income match on all of the personal bonuses that you help them earn. Also have leadership bonus overrides where here you are building your agency and you refer those frontline agencies, which are the bigger desks on the map there, and then they start doing what you were doing. They say, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur and I want to build my own agency. And as they do that, they're building their agency where they can earn that enroller match, but you in turn can earn leadership overrides because you were the one that created that business in the first place. And you can also earn up to 50% income match on the personal bonuses of your open line extended agency network. And then of course we have our residual commissions where you can earn on 7 compressed levels of your entire organization up to 30% matching income match, 30% of what they earn on a personal basis. So lots of money there in the compensation platform. All right, so team building helps you create long-term income. I like to look at it like this. If you're the solopreneur, you need to make money, you're going to have to go get new clients until you have built a base of clients that are using residual services that we market. And we have many now. It used to be just funding was the only thing we offered, but now that we have funding and our ERC, our payment processing, Relevate, healthcare, DAC Protect, and more coming on, we've got more residual services. But team building helps you create long-term income and you get that 10 to 50% match. So in this example, taking those agencies that I showed on the previous screens, if you add all this income up together, this example shows 574,000 in team earnings. And if you're earning that up to 50% match, that would show you earning a 57,400 all the way up to 287,000, depending on your qualification levels, of course, for something that somebody else did. And that's the beauty of building a team. You get paid off of other people's efforts. You have to get qualified and you have to get clients along the way. But once you've met the maximum qualifications and you're qualified for life, then you don't have to keep getting customers, but you can keep getting paid just like we're showing here on the screen. Now read the disclaimer at the bottom of the screen. All of these statements are for mathematical purposes only. This is not an income claim. The probability that you're gonna earn that is very low, simply because most people aren't willing to do what it takes to get to that level of income. Okay, but I hope that you're one of the exceptions and that you are going to be one of the go-getters. All right. So for the week of 4/24 through 4/30, our team grew by 57 new agents. We had 32 agents who had at least one new recruit. Those numbers are up from the previous week. So congratulations to everyone who had at least one new agent recruit. Now, to get on the next page on the leaderboard here, you had to have 2 or more agents to be named. But if you had one new agent, or you at least had conversations with people about the agent opportunity, whether they signed up or not, it's just a matter of time before your name will be in bright lights here on our recognition stage. So let's go through who the top recruiters were for this same week of the 24th through the 30th. In first place, again, we had Ben Randalls with 12 new agents. Congratulations, Ben. In second place, we had David Berteo with Berteo Family Industries with 5 new recruits. Congratulations, David. In third place, we had Lisa Campbell and Randy Copland, both tied. Each had 4 new agent recruits. Congratulations to Lisa and Randy. And in fifth place, we had a 4-way tie with Danny Hockenberger, DeAnthony Thomas, myself, and Terrence Gibson. So congratulations, everyone making that leaderboard. Last week, I went through where David Rutz, our company founder, recognized the top recruiters for the month of January, February, and March, and then for the quarter. And our team had a lot of folks on that leaderboard, and I look forward to seeing many of our team on this past month's leaderboard as they recognize the top recruiters for the month of April. Okay. All right. So let's talk about leveling up as our next recognition for the night. And this is where our bonus plan rank recognition is moving through the ranks. And these first 3 ranks are the ranks that you can move through on your own. This is part of the compensation plan, and it shows that the bonus overrides and coding commissions page of the bonus plan, where you can go to a 10% override match, up to a 15% override match, and up to a 30% override match, moving through these first 3 ranks. Okay. Now, what does that override match mean? Well, if you're at 10%, that means that the people in your organization who earned a commission on one of these upfront commissions or bonuses, then you get a 10% income match. If you're DAC 1 and there's not another DAC 1 between you and the person that got that funding or that upfront bonus, as long as you're qualified. Okay. And you have to be at least engaged to be eligible for that 10% match. All right. So let's see who had our rank advance for the week. Going to DAC 1, DAC 2, DAC 4. Again, this is all by personal clients. We had Ruji George get promoted to DAC 1 for the week with 1 new client, and that was a significant client funding. Now moving forward, Ruji will earn 10% match on anybody in the team that is getting fundings or upfront bonuses on that personal commission until someone else reaches that same level, and then there's nothing in between, right? So congratulations. Harlequin, do you see Ruji on the call tonight? If so, raise your hand. We'd love to hear from you on this client and where they came from. If not, I'm going to move along. I did not reach out to Ruji to tell them we'd be recognizing them on the call. So I'll keep moving through.
But the other thing is there's a couple of people who are listed as just iPhone or call-in user. If Ruji is on, if you can go ahead and send me a private chat and I will unmute her.
Yeah. And if you're a call-in, to be able to speak when we unmute you, you have to press pound or star, one or the other. Okay. All right. Thanks for that, Harlequin. I know you're on the lookout. Now, talking about compensation and being able to earn higher residuals through the DAC Healthcare and DAC Protect. I want to take you guys through that tonight and dive a little bit deeper into some different pages in the compensation plan. Okay. So first, I want to take you over to where to find the compensation plan documents. And you're going to start at your David Allen Capital website. When you go to davidallencapital.com, any page of your website, you just want to scroll to the very bottom of the page down at the footer, and you're going to see this little link here for agent login. When you click on that link, it's going to take you over to the login screen. Okay. If you've never logged into your back office before, you're going to need to click the reset password link there. You'll click reset password and enter your agent ID number, and it'll email you a password. Let me see. I didn't do a screenshot of that. It'll email you a password reset link to the email that we have on file. If it's been a while since you've logged in or since you've paid attention to what's going on with DAC and you're going, oh, I really can't remember what email I used for my David Allen Capital business. It's real simple. All you need to do is go to davidallencapital.com/your ID number, and your information will populate at the top of the page. So look to see what email is showing up on your website. That's the email that DAC has on file, and that's where your reset password link will get sent to. Okay. So once you click on reset password and go check your email, you'll be able to create a new password, come back here and enter your agent ID number along with the new password that you created. Click on login, and then you're in the back office. Okay. This back office is a screenshot of a training account that I created. Gosh, I created that profile probably 3 years ago. So nothing in there to see other than the tools that we have available. So you want to go over to the agent resource link on the left side of the menu there. When you click on that, then across the top of the Agent Resource Center, we have all of these different tabs. If you're brand new, you want to make sure you go to the Getting Started tab. That's where all the basic training is of our funding, and our quick reference guide and our compensation videos are there. But today we're talking specifically about the comp plan. So we're going straight over to the compensation plan link here. And when you get there, you're going to see this compensation plan chart. If you'll click on this little pop-out box or this little pop-out area there, then it's going to open up the compensation document full screen so you can read it online or you can print it out. Tonight, we're reading it online so that you can see it. And we're going to go specifically to a couple of pages in the comp plan there. All right, so let me get over. And now that you know where to go, I want to guide you over to page 17. And you're taking notes, you can just make a note of this, or if you want to pull this up, I'm sorry, we don't have page 17. I wanted to reference April the 17th. When make a note of that. On April the 17th, our DAC Team Winn video, which is posted in my YouTube channel, the April 17th overview, I took the Relevate comp plan and I broke it down page by page by page, showing you how to read the entire compensation document and how the Relevate product applies. So you can take what I trained on the 17th and break that down here to be more specific. But I want to hit just a high level coverage of this tonight since I did that in-depth training on the 17th. But here I want to start out with page 7 in this comp plan document for tonight's training purposes. And when we get to page 7, this is going to be your reminder of the residual commission overview. And I broke this down in detail with Relevate, showing how your personal revenue gets paid based on how much your personal residual percentage gets paid off of how much personal revenue you have each month. Okay. So from 0 to 199, you're earning 20%. When you get to 200, you're still at 20%. When you get to 400 right here on this top blue line, then that bumps you up to 25% on your personal commissions, and also gets you paying matching residuals on anyone that you personally enroll. But then if you move on through, when you get to 1,000, then that's going to go down to the 7-level bump up on this page. Okay. Again, I covered this in detail and broke it down on the 17th. So you may want to go back and look at that to have a better understanding of this document. But let's go take a look at the revenue that gets created with the DAC Healthcare and DAC Protect, and how you get paid on that. So we're going to go on to page 8 real quick. Talking about 200, I want you to note here under the personal qualifying volume at the very top line, notice it goes 0, you're considered an agent. When you have 50 in personal qualifying volume points, what does that mean? That means you have business revenue that you have personally generated through clients, whether it be a funding client, whether it be Relevate, whether it be DAC Healthcare, DAC Protect, payment processing, whatever it is that we market, it all creates revenue, and that revenue turns into residual revenue, which is your qualifying volume. Okay. When you get to 50, then you're considered qualified to earn on 3 levels deep in your team. When you get to 100, you're qualified to earn on 4 levels deep. When you get to 150, you're qualified to earn on 6 levels. And when you get to 200, that's the max that any one person needs to move through the entire override comp plan here on the bonuses. All right. But 200 should really be your minimum target, but not your maximum target. You want to get to 2,000 so that you can increase and earn that residual bump up. But 200 is a good starting point for your goal. Okay. So let's go down to pages 14 and 15. And these are specific to healthcare. The Relevate training, I covered page 13, right? And I broke that down. But today we're going to look at the healthcare on page 14. And let's just take a look at this one page at a time. Let me blow this up a little bit so you can see those numbers better. And this breaks it down into every single plan that we have available. I'm going to cover those in just a minute. But let's take a look at the header here. And in that header, it shows the QV column. Okay, that's your qualifying volume. That qualifying volume is what counts towards the 50, the 100, the 150, the 200, all the way up to 2,000. So the QV is what your residual revenue number is. And you're wanting enough of these products to add up to a minimum of 200. So if we're shooting at 200 as the low end of your target number, okay? So it shows you the QV volume, it shows you the residual revenue, and they're both the same. And then it shows when it counts, okay? These all with the healthcare, it counts monthly. It's uploaded at the end of each month. And then at the end of, we just finished out April. So everything for the month of April gets uploaded at the end of the month. Anything that got paid for during that month will count towards April qualifications. If the client did not get billed during the month, then those qualifications don't count for a month where the client didn't get billed, or whether maybe a credit card didn't process or any of that, then there's no volume, no business revenue in there to count. Okay. And then it shows the next column is agent commission. This is where you earn 20 to 50%. How is that gauged? Based on how much personal qualifying revenue you have, as to whether you earn on the low end or whether you earn on the high end. Again, I break that down more in the Relevate training, but basically, if you're on the low end, you're going to make 20%. But if you're moving on up to, I believe when you get to 1,000, let me see, let's go back up to that one document real quick. When you get up to, oh, no, you got to be at 2,000 to get the 50% on your personal clients. So 2,000 is really what your target is, but 200 at a starting point. Okay. So back down to the healthcare document, and then we're going to go look at the website and take you through. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Now I'm going to go over to the DAC healthcare website. How do we get there? davidallencapital.com. And then when you scroll down to the bottom of the page, back in that footer where we did the agent login earlier, you'll notice here in this middle column, we have healthcare and ID Protect. We're going to focus on both of these, but for right now, I'm going to open up the healthcare page, and let me go ahead and open up the other one too. I'm going to open up the healthcare page, and I'm going to go back down here, and I'm going to open up ID Protect as well. So I've got both of those open just to save time. So let's start with DAC healthcare. Okay. Beautiful page here. Each of these, when you click learn more, it goes over to the page that has the PDF documents. But here, if you scroll on down, you've got viewable PDFs of each of these plans, the S&I Mesa, the Plus, the Sierra, and then the virtual care plans. Okay. And you can just view the PDF, click that, open up, and it shows you the benefits of that particular brochure. Let that open. Almost there. There we go. Okay, it takes you through all of the virtual visit, all of the benefits, everything that comes along with it. So you can read through for yourself. Now, we don't have to be licensed. That's the virtual care. We don't have to be licensed to market this. All we have to do is point a client to the page and let them pull up the brochures and read on their own, okay? Unless you're a licensed insurance agent, you don't need to be going through all of the details and the benefits with someone. I'm pointing this out to you in a training session so you know where to guide your client to where to find things, okay? But let's just click on the Learn More button. Every one of those Learn Mores for now go to this page. I was talking with David last week, and I'm hoping that the developer is going to have each of those links go directly over to the video that is affiliated with that particular plan. But on this one, I want to point out one that I think is most beneficial for you, and that is this one under brochures, the S&I comparison brochure. Okay, this breaks down all of the plans side by side, so you can see the benefits of what's covered, what's not covered, and so on. So let me do download and save. Go back to S&I. All right. So once we get that open, it shows them all listed across the top. You've got your primary care, your Plus plan, the Mesa, and the Sierra plans. And then it just
Ellen,
goes through.
we're not seeing that.
You're not, hang on a second. Okay. Maybe it's not showing up because I don't have that selected on the Zoom. Thanks, Harlequin. Give me a second to figure out why it's not showing up. Okay. Let me stop share for a second and go back to screen share and see if I can pick that one out. How about now?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Had to change the window that it is showing. Okay, so I have selected, you saw what I selected there from the link on that comparison brochure. Well, this brochure just shows you across the top each of the side-by-side plans, okay? And then down the left of that tells you what the service is and whether it's covered, not covered at all, what the limits are, etc. No different than if you were looking at United Healthcare or Aetna or any of these other big insurance companies. It's the same layout where you're looking and comparing their silver and their bronze and their gold plans, etc. That's basically what you have here with S&I. Those different levels just have different names, but it shows the coverage benefit there for you. And then we have, if you go on down, that shows your price point as well, okay? And the way you read the price point on this is, hey, are you still seeing that document, Harlequin? Okay, the way I moved the screen around and it scrambled on me. The way you read that is you're looking at which plan it is, okay? Whether it's the primary care, whether it's the Plus plan, the Mesa, the Sierra, Sierra 5,000, Sierra 10,000. Why are those different? We've got 3 different coverage limits there on your Sierra plans. And then notice that you add $25 if you're a tobacco user, but it shows you what the price is for the member only, the member and spouse, member and children, member and family, and then the age bracket. Okay. It only goes up to 64. Once someone hits 65, then they're eligible for Medicare. So that's where the transition point is. But that's how you read the PDFs. You have someone that's interested in signing up for one of these plans, you're going to send them, point them towards where the documents are. When they get into questions about what is what, then you want them to connect with the FMA benefits team, which is right here. The bottom line, it has the 888 number. Okay. And that's on your website. And it says customer service hours, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So you got the number, you got the timelines, Monday through Friday. You should be able to get someone at that office. They are licensed insurance agents, and they can answer the questions that your client would have. No different than any of our other services where we're a referral, right? We connect the client with the professionals and let the professionals do the Q&A and get them on the right plan for their needs. Okay. So that is the healthcare program. I have this healthcare. I know Harlequin's been using this healthcare plan, and it works exactly like insurance. It is insurance. In fact, I have right here, I have a bill that I just got in the mail a couple of days ago. This is from a primary care visit that I went. I'm on thyroid medicine. That's the only medication I take. And every 6 months, I have to go get blood work done to make sure that they've got me on the right dosage of the medication, right? So I went in and I paid my, I think it was a $20 office visit copay. And then I have my explanation of benefits from the doctor with a remaining outstanding balance of $12.44. It shows me what the charges were at the doctor's office, shows what the credits were from the insurance plan paying, as well as the adjustment where the price was adjusted down and the office wrote it off because I had health care, and left me with a balance of $12.86. So it is insurance. It acts like insurance. It walks like insurance and talks like insurance because it is insurance. It's just something that we can market because it's offered through Sovereign Nation and does not have to follow the standard laws of the other state-by-state insurance plans. Okay. So back to that document. Now, I have the DAC SNI Plus plan. Okay. This one right here, this third one down. I have the Plus plan as an individual, which is just the basic health care. I don't have all the other bells and whistles. I'm relatively healthy and I go on an annual visit other than my twice a year blood check, right? So that counts as 25 qualifying volume points towards the pay plan. Plus it pays $25 in residual revenue back in the compensation plan. And I earn between 20 and 50% of this, of the $25 based on what my qualification levels are. So on the low end, 20% would be $5. 50% would be $12.50 that would be paid back to me on my own healthcare plan because I am my own client through David Allen Capital. So if you're listening tonight and you don't have insurance and you need some healthcare coverage where you've got either your basic visits and your annual preventative care covered, which is what the Plus plan does, it's inexpensive, or whether you need the virtual care on that $34.99 product, $34.95 product, whatever it is, if you buy healthcare from yourself or for you or for your family, then it counts towards your qualifications and you'll get paid a little bit back. But most importantly, you'll have the coverage where you can not worry about going to the doctor when you need to go, right? So that would be the $39.95 basic 24-hour virtual plan that covers some other benefits, or the healthcare plan. So you take a look at those and see. But I wanted to point out that you can help get qualified through the compensation plan by being a customer of your own. The way you would order that is at davidallencapital.com. We clicked on that healthcare link. You just want to make sure that your name or your agent ID number is at the end of that link if you want to share it with someone. And that's how you can start promoting the DAC healthcare product. Okay. Secondly, let's go over to the ID Protect, which again was through the footer of the website, right down here. And now if you want to share the DAC Protect link, you just add your ID number or your URL
Ellen,
name to the end of that link. This site looks great. They're gonna
Ellen,
be adding,
you're gonna
Can't
need to
see that, right?
unshare that page and share the other one.
I'm still on the PDF, aren't I?
Yep.
Thank you, Harlequin. All right, let's go back over to, here we go. All right, now we're back on DAC Health Protect. All right, so here's the link. You would just add your agent ID or your URL name to the end of that link. But we've got a beautiful site here. They're going to be adding a video to it, a customer facing video, and then we're going to have a training on this in the very near future. But it's real simple. The page is self-explanatory. We have monthly plans, and this is the monthly pricing that you see. If you want to switch over here, toggle over to annual, it ends up where you get 1 month for free. Okay. Now, let me say this. I know I was talking with Carlene. She had one of our agents. She's probably on here tonight because Carlene is super plugged in. Carlene has the DAC Protect. And as we were going in and entering our credit card, when the site got live, we had to go in. If we'd already been an existing customer, we had to go in and update our credit card so that this system would go live. And then once it's added, then it's automatically saved to auto bill every month. So Carlene and I were talking, and she had prepaid for an entire year of her DAC Protect last year, and now it was up for renewal. And we caught that she was paying for it annually. And I said, Carlene, don't pay for it annually for yourself. And she goes, why not? You get a month free, right? Well, here's the deal. If you pay for the plan on a monthly basis, right, you're guaranteed that you're going to have some monthly qualifying volume that goes towards your personal qualifications. If you pay for it on an annual basis, you only get that volume one time a year. You get all of that volume at once, and it's in there for that month. Let's go look at the pay plan over here, the pay plan chart. DAC Protect, okay? The standard annual plan, let's just say standard annual plan puts in 50 qualifying volume points for the month that the annual plan is purchased, okay? But if you pay for it on a monthly basis, it puts 5 points in each and every month towards your minimum of 50 or 100 or 150 or 200 is the magic number, right? So you're better off having that residual in there. I have the ID Protect Plus, so I get 13 points a month towards my qualifications just off of my own personal ID Protect. However, you know, if you're in a month where you're short on your volume and you're getting near the end of the month, it might make sense to sell an annual plan that's going to throw in 130 or 110 points or so on. So you got to be smart when you're looking at this qualification chart and basing it on what time of the month it is, how close to the end of the month you are towards qualifying. Okay. But again, I think you're smarter if you're an independent agent that you just pay for that monthly plan personally so that you can count on that going towards your numbers each month. Okay. So let's go back over to, I've got some screens in my way here. Back to the ID Protect. Okay. So you can see there's a cost savings there, but just look at them. They're side-by-side comparisons and all the benefits that come with them, how it works. There are drop downs here that explain the benefits of the program and the reimbursement there. We did have, and I'm sure that we will have PDFs that explain every single line of coverage on the plan, but in a nutshell, the DAC Protect product covers the home warranty. You know, we hear all these home warranty titlelock.com and all of those that protect your home against a thief stealing your title of your home. It's included in this plan without having to have a separate standalone plan. Not only does this protect product protect you from your financial investments, which is what most people that have an identity protection product, they're using one that's offered by their bank. And the bank is really just running the credit report and looking at credit reports only, because they had a breach inside, and now they're mandated to pay for you for 1 year of ID protection. But most of those plans don't cover you for the things that our protection product does. So I encourage you, if you already have an ID Protect product that's being offered to you for free because some company you do business with was breached, you're going to be better off if you subscribe to one of the DAC Protect services. A couple of other things, other than the additional protection that it gives you, you're also going to have a working knowledge of how that product works, how the back office works, how it shows your credit and lets you know if there's anything going on. Every month, if you've had no issues whatsoever, you get an email with a DAC Protect report. If you do have something, if someone's trying to pull your credit, or there are black web hits on your personal information, you'll get an email notification just like that, updating you on what it is that may be a problem. Provides you with $1 million in protection and antivirus software, two-way firewalls, etc. So it's a great product. Again, we'll be doing some detailed training on that in the very near future. I mainly wanted you to understand where the product is, how you can order it, and how it affects your volume as you're trying to get qualified and move through our compensation plan. And guys, if me going through this part of the comp plan tonight is over your head, then you probably haven't seen the basic compensation training that is on the DAC website over. And I think I've already closed that one out. Yeah, I closed it out, but it's in the Agent Resource Center, right? Where David Rutz does about an hour overview of the whole comp plan. And then I go on April the 17th where I covered Relevate, and then this as well. So you can put those all three together and go, oh, okay, I get it. I get it. All right, so I'm going to go off screen now and open up for any questions that we have related to what we have covered tonight. And I see Shelton with a hand up. Let me get the screen share stopped here. Get back to big screen. There we go. Couldn't find the stop share button. Hey there. Okay, so I have Shelton. I'm going to ask you to unmute. Shelton, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay, thank you. Quick question, because I have a friend that lives in California, and she was looking over all the stuff because her family's business was looking at the ERC, and I was educating her about if it's all family members, they're not qualified, and they actually have somebody that's telling them that they are. So trying to help her before they get caught putting money into somebody who's lying to them. And
right.
So then she went and looked at our stuff, and because I told her about other stuff that we're offering, and the medical, is that considered a supplemental insurance? Because California has a law actually in place that if it doesn't qualify under the Affordable Care Act, that they actually will not, it's not able to be used in California. She informed me that
now this is a nationwide PPO network. It is insurance, and it does meet the Affordable Care Act standards, which is the preventative care. All of that has to be met. So yeah, I'm not an insurance agent. I'll give you that disclaimer, but this is available in all 50 states, and there's been no exclusion, so it should meet that law. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, I'll let her know that.
I'm glad you mentioned the supplemental. All of those basic plans, we do have supplemental plans, but you have to have at least one of the coverages to add the supplemental with the dental and the vision plans. You can't just get those as a standalone right now. So thanks for reminding me of that.
No problem. And thank you very much.
You bet. Thanks for the question. Okay. Anybody else we don't have to have a lengthy discussion. If you don't have a question, that is perfectly fine. Harlequin, did you see anything in the chat there that needs to be addressed?
Nope, nobody wanted to chat with me tonight.
That's all good. That's all good. Yeah, I'm super excited about where we are. And now's a good time to mention tomorrow night is our first Tuesday of the month. So that means starting at 8 o'clock, we're going to have a business opportunity presentation. David will be presenting that. He says he has a condensed version of it that will go a little bit faster than usual. And then following that at 9 p.m. Eastern time, we will have a product training of some sort. There may be some new announcements tomorrow. We don't know. We've been waiting on some IT stuff to get finished up to be able to say, okay, here it is, rolling it out. So he'll make a call on that as we get closer to the 9 o'clock hour tomorrow and actually see what it is that we have live, right? I know he'll probably be talking about the DAC Protect. I don't know if he'll cover that tomorrow night, maybe a separate training, but go ahead and mark your calendars to be here with us tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern and then 9 p.m. Eastern at daczoom.com. Okay. All right. Well, if we don't have any questions, Harlequin, you got anything you want to add to that? Did I forget something? I'm sure glad to see you back with your stars in the background. That means that Harlequin is back home. Her road adventures are over. She's back home, and as many times when she travels, she gets a cold or something because of the different seasonal stuff all over the country. But you sound great tonight.
Yeah, I've been hiding my cough.
Well, you've done really well. I know last week she didn't even want to talk because she had a cough going so bad. So glad you're feeling better, but super glad that you made it back home safely and ready to dive back in where, excuse me, where you left off. Now I'm getting a cough. Where you left off with DAC.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, if we don't have any questions, we will wrap up. I appreciate you all. I appreciate your attentiveness and showing up for your business here with our team call. And I appreciate you all that are recruiting and plugging in and doing your best. That's all you can do is do your very best every single day, and good things are going to happen for you. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night on our first Tuesday Zooms. Take care, everyone. God bless. Good night.